The Member of Parliament for Sekondi, Honourable Nyameke Ama, has announced his intention to pursue legal action against members of the New Patriotic Party who have linked him to a $350 million US cocaine bust. This follows a recent operation by the National Intelligence Bureau on Tuesday, March 25, during which a tipper truck was intercepted at Pedu Junction in Cape Coast. Since the seizure, Honourable Ama's name has been mentioned in connection with the incident. Honourable Nyameke Ama joins us now in studio for more on this matter. Many thanks for joining us, Honourable. How are you doing?
Good running.
Good. I like that. So in your statement, you mentioned that Lauratu Musa Saka made claims against you and they linked you to this incident. Have any other individuals or parties made a similar allegation, and you intend to take legal action against them, against those involved? That's what you mentioned.
Yeah. First of all, let me extend my greetings to your viewers, and then the viewers in my constituency, which is Sekondi. I will say good evening to all of them. Yes, some non-MPP members have made allegations, but those allegations were not made specifically mentioning or attributing them to me. I remember Honorable Reverend Ntim Fordjour said that a known PC candidate from the Western region. Then after that is when Lauratu became very specific by attributing the bust to me. So I'm not very happy about that. I'm not very happy at all.
Have you sued anybody?
Yes, I spoke to my lawyers on Tuesday morning, of which I gave them my instructions to file a suit against those who made those defamatory statements against me, including the platforms that they used.
Right. And when will this suit be handed over to these individuals as well as these institutions that these allegations were made?
That is dependent on the bailiffs. It's the bailiff that will have to serve them. And then, so for my lawyers, they've done their bit by, filing the application and all that. So the rest is left with...
In Laruwatu's interview, she referred to your involvement as alleged. Now, rather than stating it as a fact, does the distinction in language hold any significance?
For me, I don't see any distinction, because at the end of the day, I haven't heard anybody. She is making those statements, so she has to give us where he heard those statements, whether it's alleged or not.
Okay. And how have these allegations impacted you both personally and professionally?
In fact, on the Monday evening, when it was aired on the news anchor, I had calls. So many calls from my constituency, from abroad, my mates. I had mates in Trinidad and Tobago who are practicing as lawyers. They called me because it was all over the social media. And then it's like, what is going on? And I said, I don't know. I don't know what is going on unless you tell me. Because at that time I was driving, so I remember one media personnel from Pan Africa, Tijani, who called me and said, look, I've seen this news. What do you think? I said, nothing.
Has it in any way impacted your relationship with your constituents or your parliamentary work?
Oh, honestly speaking, my constituents know that I wouldn't indulge myself in such acts. So the only thing is they want me to come out and then, debunk whatever is going on,
Okay. If Lauratu was to issue a public apology, would that be enough for you to retract your suit that you're filing?
I believe it's too late, because, honestly speaking, she could have come out the next day and done that. The platforms could have come out the next day and done that. But once they never done that, then they actually believe in whatever they were doing. I don't see that they actually regret or they have shown remorse, because if you show remorse, then you need to come out the next day and then come out and then publicly say, oh look, man, genuinely, I made a mistake. And if you don't do that, then that means that you have intentionally set out to denigrate my name.
So it's too late.
It is too late.
All right, Honorable, we'll be back to do some more. The Member of Parliament for Sekondi is still in studio with us. We're shifting focus. Honorable, there are also allegations from Reverend Ntim Fordjour regarding 2 aircraft supposedly used to bring cocaine into the country. Now, some critics have argued that the state's attempts to arrest him are unjustified. What's your stance on this matter?
Thank you very much. For me, as a legal person, I believe he was accorded the respect of being invited to, help in investigations. And I think an invitation is different from an arrest. So, as an honorable member of parliament, he should have given back that respect to the security agencies by honoring it. And I think that would have been the end, because he made those allegations and they just invited you, come and help us in the investigation because you have the information. And this is a simple matter. So I don't see why he has to drag things like that. And because of his refusal to help, that is why I'm being dragged into it. Because if he had cooperated with the investigations, the truth would have come out by now. So for me, I believe that if persuasion fails, force must be applied. And I believe in that.
So from a legal perspective, you believe that the state can compel Reverend Ntim Fordjour to cooperate? Of
course, because he might use parliamentary privilege, which obviously he's entitled to do it. But do not forget that we are not in parliament now. And nobody is going to parliament. So where is the privilege? Where is the immunity? You are sitting comfortably in your house. You've been invited to help in investigation. You just honor it as an honorable member. That is the name, honorable member, so honor it.
In the event of his arrest, what charges could he potentially face?
No, I don't think, because I believe that maybe the authorities have investigated and then find out that that is a false alarm. So they will charge him according to what the law says. But I believe that they need to do it diligently by inviting him, going through his leader, which is the minority leader. I think as an honorable member, he has to be given the chance again by approaching the minority leader and then requesting the minority leader that, look, can you please make available your member? And I think that would also help. But if that fails, force must then be applied.
Okay. Finally, in your opinion, what steps should the government take to bring clarity to this whole issue? Clarity and resolution?
The only resolution is Reverend Ntim Fordjour cooperating. And it's the only solution. So that the whole Ghana will know the truth, the whole world will know the truth. Without him cooperating, where can you find the truth? He hasn't gotten any evidence. He's just making allegations. So just bring forth the evidence, and then we move on. So I believe that he has to cooperate. And I believe the president has also given instructions that the security forces have to work with him. You understand?
Yeah.
The president said, work with him so that we get to the truth. So why is he then refusing to work? In the first place, he's disobeying the president, and then he's disobeying the orders, the invitation that was extended to him.
All right. Member of Parliament for Sekondi, Honorable, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.